Hello guys, it's Burgas here, and today I get surprised, and I rarely get surprised. What I'm talking about is about Fog of War, and by looking right now at the battlefield, we're having two Fog of Wars. And something that I notice is Fog of War is actually benefiting the Rage Legions by a lot. Now before like, yo Burgas, what you talking about? Are you joke with me? Stay with me. Now, in the Fog of War, right now there's like 8 minutes, there may be some infantry legions going inside or not, but when we was fighting under Fog of War, I noticed something, and I really hope somebody from the enemy brings some infantry here, just to show you what I mean by that. And yeah, there is one guy who is going to do me this favor. Look at this infantry. It's actually rage immunity, that's correct, but all the rage skills he's receiving, all the artifacts he's receiving, is actually he actually receiving that. The only thing he don't receive is the normal attack. Here comes the other guide. Normally, as you can see, rage immunity, but the moment the rage skills firing up, everything changed. Why I'm saying that? The reason I'm saying that is because this is benefiting the mages by a lot from this point that you're not hitting with normal attack and the infantries are benefiting from normal attacks. So if you're not hitting with normal attacks, you're not receiving some counter attack. So yeah, there is other dude that right now is basically jumping. I may receive some normal attack damage, but the counter-attack damage is way less. Okay, let's get my legions back. Come back here. You're not that strong. So if I open the reports, you're going to see that my Yu Ming in this Fog of War, so far that we're fighting, and I didn't actually go somewhere out of this Fog of War or something like this. I was just in the Fog of War in our side. But as you can see on the battlefield, is basically very close, these two Fog of Wars, and I was hitting there. So you're going to see that by summary. Yeah, I received some damage here because this bad boy actually jumped next to me and I start receiving normal attacks also. But the rest of the damage, you're going to see that RK Ronston 818, and he received that much, 4.1k. I mean, this is unit loss. After this, 3.5k at the cost of 523. And I can go down and you're going to see that I did some decent damage and receiving way less from the enemy infantry in form of counterattack because they don't have anything to counter. Obviously, I'm going to go more in detail, but just to show you, 3.3k. Maybe this is artifact execution because my artifacts is... Oh my god, I actually received... my infantry received so much pain. But anyway, look at this thing. This is my... I actually did some damage with my artifacts, so maybe this is not the right, you know, showing what damage I did with my artifacts and what damage I received. But in the battle summary, I'm just going to scroll down to just show you everything. 0, 0, 0. It's like 272.5k, and I can go oh and oh and oh. This is all the fights under Fog of War. This is crazy thing here that you're seeing. 15k. If I go in the battle log, or okay, maybe at statistic, you're going to see that from the counter attack, this dude did 1.8k. I did 13.7k, and 18k my Gromara actually did as a deputy. This is a rage skill. My normal attack is 6.8k, and this is from where this how to say it, this damage actually come. So he can do some counterattack on me. Obviously, this is not some crazy Goresh and Skogul. It's like 4-star with some strange pets there. But at the end of the day, if I go in the total statistic in this whole fight, for example, for Yu Ming, you're going to see that I get 57k counterattack. 68k I did as a normal damage. 300k is from my heroes, and artifact obviously did some 55.7. obviously there's somebody did some healing over my legions. I don't use Tear of Airborne, and I'm strong believer that this artifact is not that PvP. If you want to bring some support legion, maybe you can use this thing. But try to use a suit artifacts at least to get more damage. Now this is in the Fog of War. If I can, because we make so much fights a day. Yo, from the time I actually get back from work, I start streaming. We was having so much fights. By the way, if you enjoy Call of Dragons content, don't forget to like the video, also subscribe to this channel. But I'm going to give you some fights that was before X amount of time. It's going to be again Yu Ming. And yeah, here at the end, maybe I get catch it or something like this. So not some crazy stuffs. Now, from the battle summary, you're going to see how much normal attack I did and how much counterattack I received. We're not talking about the enemy normal attacks, we're talking about just counterattacks. And this is my normal attack damage. Obviously, this is my hero skill damage and my hero damage in the artifact. So you see huge difference, like 50%, okay, 40% difference. 40% more counterattack I received with my legion, and you saw what kind of counterattack I received in the Fog of War. I received less counterattack from the damage I did with my legion. Okay, let's make some more examples. I'm going to just scroll down a little more. Okay, so here we have again Yu Ming. Here we actually did some better, 22k 244. Obviously Yu Ming is the best mage in Call of Dragons, so you know, even if you say, yo Burgas, some crazy stuff is going on here, I know that this is not the right thing. So normal attack is like 2 times more from the counterattack, but the majority is because I actually target some cavalry. As you can see, cavalry and way less infantry. It's mostly cavalry or some builders. As you can see, more builders. Here is more builders, you know. I actually strike this type of units that is not having counterattack, so maybe this is actually hitting builders. Here, okay, at the end some okay, here again I try to hit the marksmans. I actually don't have pure infantry, even though that here, okay, I'm going to just go for which legion should I go? Okay, I'm going to go for this one. Okay, obviously this is going to be Skogul, but you're going to see that the counterattack here is way more. Going over this, maybe. Okay, let's get some other infantry legion. Okay, this is mages again. By the way, I know I'm mage main. I make mage main videos, but on the battlefield I'm killing mages. So, you know, just saying. We're going to get this one with the Kuma Lee Kuan. Still, the counterattack is more. I mean, because in the previous one was actually Goresh with Skogul, and I decide Skogul Awakening is giving you 10% more counterattack. Goresh is giving you 20% counterattack. Skogul is doing diffused counterattack, and I was like, okay, maybe this is not the right, not the right example. But here, this is Kuma with Lee Kuan Kuma, or Kuma Lee Kuan. So you can see the normal attack and the counterattack I'm receiving is always more. Okay, let's get this one, battle summary. Let's get some. Okay, this is cavalry. Here comes the Goresh Skogul. As you can see, we actually did pretty nice. They are awakened. Okay, maybe not this one. Where is the real? Okay, just going to go over the summary. Still 39k normal attack, 34k counter attack, and I still actually hit some legions that is not exactly infantry. Okay, so maybe all of them actually infantry. I don't know. So far it's looking like... Okay, here we have Nika, Thea, which is Margaret Zeta, Sibyl Falgrim. We actually didn't do any kind of damage to this, but you can definitely see how much damage I am currently doing from point of normal attack and counterattack I receive. In the Fog of War, the normal attack is just rage immunity. You're not able to hit with your counterattack, but in the same time you're able to strike with the rage skills, and you can strike with artifacts. So you're taking the bad side of the trait for the mages. This is the normal attack and counterattack exchanges, and you're having rage skills and artifacts and pets, obviously. So I think people was running away from Fog of War, but in the same time I see a great opportunity. If there's Fog of War to actually kill the enemy infantry with the less cost. You just bring your infantry, and obviously if the enemies start hitting your infantry, they're also going to receive your benefits. And in this huge clash between the enemies under the Fog of War, if both sides have on the same place Fog of War, if the enemy side is having Fog of War, is benefiting your mages. So if the enemy put Fog of War, my mages is going to get better traits against the enemy infantry, which is under Fog of War and benefiting from this rage immunity. So I start thinking, oh my god, this is looking very nice. This is looking very nice from a point of damage. And if I go a little more in deep with the reports, this is obviously Yu Ming. Here, even my Bertrand Tocher is doing fine. But Hsiang, Thunderlyn Hsiang, I'm actually going to remove Thunderlyn Hsiang. I'm not happy with this combo. And Liliya, look at the Liliya. Look at the damage she's doing. It's just crazy. Look at this thing. All the splash damage she's doing, 0 damage, and very less from some kind of counterattack. If I go on the battle summary, here the counterattack is one idea more, but the damage of Liliya and Velen is crazy. It's just crazy. So yeah guys, I just wanted to make this video. Look at this thing. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Even there is a tear in my eyes from happiness by looking this report. But yeah guys, this is what I want to point out in this video, that maybe Fog of War is not that bad for the Rage Legions, and actually is even benefiting the Rage Legions. On top of that, the infantry is not getting that good benefit from their counterattack. This is my point of this video. So yeah guys, I wish you a great day. Thank you very much for watching this video and stopping over this video. It's my honor. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.